down, what's just down?
Prepare for an adrenaline-packed ride as we dive into the wild world of high-speed police chases, all captured on Dashcam. From heart-stopping moments to dramatic confrontations, witness the brave efforts of law enforcement as they pursue suspects at breakneck speeds. Buckle up and join us for a thrilling look at the chase. In Milwaukee in the state Wisconsin on Monday, August 29, 2022, at approximately 3:23 p.m., officers from the Glendale Police Department located a stolen Volkswagen in the 4800 block of Clearport, Washington, RD. This vehicle had been taken during a home invasion and armed robbery in Milwaukee. Officers initiated a pursuit of the stolen vehicle.
Back northbound. Lost the tire. It's losing tires. It's going to fail here. Northbound port. Port to Kerry Clay. Northbound port. It's going to go east. East on Marne. East on Marne. It's losing it. East on Marne. It's got no tire. East on Marne past Iroquois. Square West Fish Man. Plates Adam Mary at 36. It's like 4 times. Coming to Lidell.
68 and behind you, all we're still eastbound on Marne, coming up to Lidell, going down here.
The suspect lost a tire, making it extremely difficult to evade multiple pursuing patrol cars.
In the 4800 block of Lidell, still going, coming up to Hampton.
68, get in front of me.
We're still found it.
716, we're going to be joined by the main road.
We're southbound on Esterbrook Parkway, southbound on Esterbrook Parkway. We're passing the soccer field now. Speeds are 60. There's no pedestrian traffic. Medium traffic here. They are taking lead.
On the way, we have ample.
Alright, so here comes the pit. Here comes the pit. And off the road into the park. And they're going to be bailing here.
114, where are we doing these lanes?
To make the chase even more chaotic, the suspect led troopers into a park, running a stop sign in the process. However, the troopers were close behind and ready to stop him.
You know, pull. We're going to be coming out onto Hampton. Squad's coming out onto Hampton.
Still northbound. Still northbound. We're going to come out on Hampton. So if it's losing a lot of it, don't stop out. Crash, Hampton and...
Launch a crossfire! Crossfire! Keep your hands up! Keep them there! Keep your hands up!
Troopers finally managed to stop the suspect after multiple pit maneuvers. Once executed, the maneuvers caused the suspect to lose control, spinning the vehicle. He was quickly surrounded by multiple patrol cars and surrendered within seconds, ultimately being taken into custody without further incident. On November 22, 2023, Trooper responded to a shoplifting incident at Kohl's in Yulee, Florida. Before arrival, Deputy Hutcherson found 3 suspects loading stolen merchandise into a Nissan sedan, driven by another suspect. The vehicle was at the back of the store, away from public view. When Deputy Hutcherson activated his emergency lights, all suspects entered the vehicle, and driver Brashea Danielle Glover intentionally reversed into his patrol car, knowing he was inside. This act constituted aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. After the impact, Deputy Hutcherson exited his vehicle, drew his firearm, and ordered the occupants to exit the sedan. The suspects fled, initiating a high-speed pursuit. The suspect drove recklessly, running red lights, passing other vehicles too closely, and exceeding the speed limit, showing a clear disregard for the safety of others on the road. The suspect attempted a U-turn but was going too fast to slow down, resulting in a horrific collision with another vehicle. The suspect was arrested and taken into custody. The driver of the struck vehicle, Sierra Desiree Fawcett, sustained serious injuries and was transported to UF Shands Hospital, where she is currently in stable condition. On January 22, 2024, Trooper David Ramos was patrolling northbound on County Road 229 when he observed a black Infiniti Q60 traveling southbound. Trooper Ramos executed a U-turn and began pursuit, intending to stop the vehicle. The suspect made a right turn into the Dunkin' Donuts parking lot. As Trooper Ramos followed, the driver of the Infiniti increased speed, rounding the northwest corner of the building at a high rate of speed. In response, Trooper Ramos activated his emergency lights and siren, but the suspect vehicle continued to flee. The suspect attempted to overtake the vehicle in front, but in doing so, lost control. The Infiniti veered into the south grassy shoulder where it spun and came to a stop facing east. This critical mistake brought the chase to an abrupt end, sealing the suspect's fate. The suspect was successfully arrested and taken into custody, officially bringing this intense chase to an end without further incident. On May 22, 2024, at 12:17 a.m., Trooper David Blake was on patrol in Lee County, Florida, when he observed a black Hyundai Elantra with a Florida tag. The trooper accelerated to catch up to the sedan, which had slowed to 78 miles per hour. As he paced the vehicle from Gregory Avenue to Ray Avenue, he queried the license plate and discovered that it was expired.
Get out of the road.
Trooper exited his patrol vehicle and approached the sedan, initially only seeing the driver and no passengers. As he moved to the passenger side, the driver suddenly accelerated away from the traffic stop. The sedan sped off west on SR 82, prompting the trooper to run back to his patrol vehicle and initiate a pursuit.
1031, stay ready, you know what's question on gateway. Temple, weather's clear.
Signal 4, roll over, 7771, roll over. Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! 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 Don't get out!
The pursuit didn't last long as the suspect quickly lost control of the vehicle after fleeing the stop. He crashed into a ditch where he was apprehended and taken into custody without any further incident. Arkansas State Police found themselves in a high-speed pursuit involving a Toyota Corolla. It all began on October 2, 2024, when troopers spotted the driver exceeding the speed limit and making unsafe lane changes. As the troopers approached and activated their emergency lights and sirens, the driver failed to stop, initiating a dangerous pursuit. The trooper got close enough to perform a pit maneuver, but the suspect skillfully regained control of the vehicle and continued fleeing, making the situation even more dangerous.
Everybody down here. Get 4 seconds.
Where are we? Still back on. I'm stuck. Going north now. How is he still going, dude?
The suspect entered a construction zone and, as the trooper described, disappeared into the night, prompting the trooper to cancel the pursuit. This raises questions about the decision-making in high-risk areas like construction zones. Should the trooper have continued the pursuit despite the increased danger? Could better tactics or additional units have been used to stop the suspect before entering the construction zone? I'd like to hear your thoughts on whether canceling the pursuit was the safest option or if the chase should have continued. Get ready to witness the adrenaline-pumping action of high-speed police chases. From heart-stopping pursuits on highways to unexpected turns through city streets, these videos show the incredible skill and bravery of officers as they work to bring dangerous suspects to a stop. In 2022 in Dawson County, Georgia, state police received a report of shoplifting suspects fleeing in a Ford Fusion. Upon locating the vehicle that matched the description, they activated their emergency lights and sirens. The suspect slowed down but did not pull over completely.
I feel like no Dawson happened to stop. We're southbound is before 13. Occupied 24.
The suspects drove onto the shoulder lane and came to a complete stop, but as soon as the trooper exited the patrol car, they accelerated and fled the scene.
You ready there? Taking off with me on southbound. Native pit.
The trooper quickly caught up to the suspect and executed a pit maneuver, causing the suspect's vehicle to spin off the road. The trooper then exited his patrol car and arrested the suspect.
Keep your hands up! Keep your hands up! Keep your hands up! Face away from me and walk backwards to me! Walk backwards! Back to me! Back!
The suspect were successfully arrested and taken into custody. On August 23, 2022, Florida Highway Patrol became involved in a pursuit of a suspect who allegedly stole a box truck. This chase is surely one of the wildest you'll ever see.
Wrong way, arch road, back. 100 block. Reserve a canal block, back in the right lane of travel. Celebration 20. Right behind you. Anybody have any ideas on business? Can we set up 200 out of our 2-door rear vehicle? What kind of vehicle is it again?
First of all, how do people think they can escape from multiple patrol cars in a box truck? Yet despite the size of the vehicle, that didn't stop him from driving recklessly.
Definitely dangerous. Corey, where you at now? Archer 93, Archer 93. Sounds like you're trying to take out from that because it's not enough. I'll get all day, please. Where eastbound? Or past the Burger King eastbound? No, when I'm over eastbound. Okay, so unit 2300 Archer.
Knowing the risks involved, the trooper still decided to execute a pit maneuver to bring the chase to an end, but it didn't go as planned.
Oh, single 4 into a ASOK 9, facility pound plate vehicle. Okay, you good?
Signal 4 and wrong lane of traffic. Evidently wrong lane of travel happened. You stay by. Okay, go very far. Attention team, we are going through the Overdrive Plaza.
Despite multiple attempts at a pit maneuver, the suspect kept fleeing, managing to evade capture every time. However, when he finally exited the parking lot, he made the surprising decision to jump out of the truck and flee on foot.
Southbound 34.
The suspect was arrested and taken into custody, bringing the chase to an end. What are your thoughts on this wild pursuit? Let us know in the comments. On May 21, 2018, police pursued a man suspected of shoplifting from a store in West Memphis, Arkansas. Three patrol cars joined the pursuit, attempting to box in the suspect. However, a miscalculation allowed him to escape, and the reckless chase continued. A trooper executed a pit maneuver, causing the suspect's vehicle to spin. The suspect then drove into oncoming traffic, ultimately colliding with a truck. Troopers quickly arrived on scene, arresting the suspect and taking him into custody without further incident. On April 9, 2022, in Forsyth County, Georgia, state police spotted a Dodge driver weaving through traffic and making unsafe lane changes. The driver initially pulled over to the side of the road, but as soon as the trooper approached, he accelerated and fled the scene, sparking a pursuit. The Dodge driver accelerated and sped off, but one trooper had already positioned himself ahead of the suspect and set up spike strips. As the suspect drove past, the trooper successfully deployed the strips, deflating the tires. After his tires were deflated, the suspect came to a stop and found himself surrounded by multiple patrol cars. Troopers quickly exited their vehicles to arrest the fleeing suspect. The suspect was successfully arrested and taken into custody without further incident, bringing the chase to an end. In 2023, Ohio Highway Patrol officers found themselves in a high-stakes chase involving a recreational vehicle. This wild pursuit quickly turned out to be far more dangerous than anyone expected. Just when you think the suspect couldn't make this chase any more dangerous, he veers off the road and begins driving around houses. Realizing just how dangerous the suspect was, the trooper sped up and attempted a pit maneuver to stop him, but things didn't go as the trooper expected. Troopers finally managed to stop the suspect's vehicle. He exited and tried to flee on foot, but was quickly arrested and taken into custody without further incident, bringing the chase to an end. On January 2nd, 2024, Milwaukee police found themselves in pursuit of a mobile dealer. When officers located the vehicle, they activated their emergency lights and sirens, but the suspect refused to stop, triggering a high-speed chase. The suspect began driving recklessly, weaving between cars in the middle of the road and narrowly missing oncoming traffic. He showed no regard for the safety of others. Thanks to heavy traffic, a trooper managed to catch up with the suspect. As the suspect tried to squeeze through, he collided with another vehicle, bringing the chase to a halt. He then exited the vehicle and tried to flee on foot, but officers caught up with him within seconds and arrested him without further incident. In 2021, Ohio State Police pursued a red SUV after the driver was spotted making unsafe lane changes and ignoring stop sign. A trooper witnessing the erratic driving activated emergency lights and sirens, but the SUV driver refused to stop, sparking a wild, high-speed chase.
Shot up and head to the other way. Beats 80. Right.
Russia 240.
240. Right now with him. Right. Where's the? 240 behind with him. 5. 431. I need medic.
As the suspect hit the gas to accelerate, he lost control and crashed into a tree. Multiple patrol cars arrived at the scene and provided assistance until an ambulance arrived. The suspect was taken to the hospital, where he recovered and was later taken into custody. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. What punishment do you think is fair for fleeing law enforcement? On April 26, 2022, Milwaukee police engaged in a high-speed chase with a homicide suspect. During the pursuit, the driver reached speeds of up to 119 miles per hour. The suspect swerved across 3 lanes to take an exit, continuing to drive at high speeds in a dangerously reckless manner. Recognizing the escalating risk, the trooper alerted other units and requested backup as the pursuit grew more intense and hazardous.
He's gonna get on to 94 westbound. Maybe a silver and black. That's one. Let's do switch up emergency here. Use 3 teams, send an exit number.
The trooper continued chasing the suspect down the highway. The suspect began slowing down, and trooper decided to not execute pit maneuver to see if the suspect is willing to pull over on his own.
Left tire.
One trooper successfully deployed spike strips, deflating the suspect's tires and slowing the pursuit.
3 tires deflated. 3 tires. Back right tires also stuck. Slowing down. Mile marker 42. Slowing down. Way down.
Two troopers exited a patrol car and instructed suspect to exit the vehicle one by one. They were both arrested and taken into custody without further incident, bringing the chase to an end. On April 15, 2021, Michigan State Police pursued a shooting suspect. When officers surrounded him at a gas station and attempted an arrest, he struck multiple vehicles and fled the scene.
Northbound on westbound on Charles.
The trooper closed in and executed a pit maneuver, but the attempt was unsuccessful. The suspect managed to regain control and continued driving recklessly.
Which way on Elder?
Now heading south on Wallace Street.
12-1.
Westbound on Michigan right now. Westbound on Michigan. All right, he's running right there. There's the car on park.
The suspect eventually came to a stop, exited his vehicle, and fled on foot. Troopers searched the nearby area but found no sign of him. 2 days later, he was located, arrested, and taken into custody.